Brothers and sisters, my elders, this is where our great-great-great-grandmothers were kept. We had two of these dungeons. We had this room, we had the other room over there. Again, over 100 to 200 women were kept in each room. So the women or the ladies among us, just picture this in your head. You were here with 100 others. You had to go to toilet right here. You had to urinate. You slept, you sat on your toilet, urine, vomit. Think about when women had their menstrual period. You did it right here without any clean or proper wash. You can imagine the diseases and infections women were exposed to. Don't forget about the sexual abuse, the rape women here had to endure. They were not spared of rape on the ships and on the plantation farms. So this is what our great-great-great-grandmothers endured. And also, at some point in time, the same Europeans passed laws to abolish the slave trade, not slavery. So it meant that you could no longer transport Africans across the Atlantic to Jamaica, America, etc. That's from 1808 onwards, though others did it legally. But again, the plantation owners needed a constant supply of free labor on their farms. They are no longer getting fresh captives from Africa. So what do? Another system evolved. The Europeans created that system. They called it breeding. So with the breeding, now the plantation owners will never mind or care making a mother and a son have sexual intercourse to produce children. They would never care making siblings or close relatives to have sexual intercourse. No, they were forced to do that. You could be killed. You could be punished severely if you resisted. This continued for nearly 100 years in Jamaica, America, Brazil, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, you name them. So there's a certain swear word people use. Yes, the MF word had its origins from what our ancestors were made to endure on the plantation farms across the Atlantic. So this is what happened. And also in Jamaica, they called another thing the buck breaking, where they wanted to dehumanize the strong African man. So what they did was to assemble everybody from on the plantation farm, and a white slave overseer would rape those men in the presence of everybody. So the whole concept is whom you see as a strong man, and this is what I'm subjecting this person to. Now the victim saw little of himself, and perhaps nobody will look up to you. So this is what our people have endured. They did not endure this for 10 or 20 or 100 years. They endured this for more than 300 years. So ladies and gentlemen, the female dungeons. Any questions or comments before we continue?
I will just comment that after the men were broken, they were whipped, chained, and then they were raped by the men. They were forced to wear their pants baggy. So everyone would know that they were broken bucks. So that's where the baggy pants and all of that. And it's still in our prisons today to wear baggy pants so everyone knows who you are.
Okay, let's